Good morning, welcome Polly. Hi Henry, hey Val, nice to see you. Hi there, Fardine, welcome. I'm just going to give our latecomers one more minute and then we'll start if they're not here. I know, right? Morning, Lucy. Hey, Amanda. Morning. How's the shoulder feeling? Bit better? Yeah, just take anything easy if you need to, Amanda, if you're still got a bit of pain. Yeah. Morning, Kate. Hey, Richie. Hey, Miriam. Hey, Jazz. Nice to see you guys. Hi, FR with the camera off. Welcome. Nice one. I think we'll make a start if everyone is ready. Hello. Welcome. If anyone's syncing up with my playlist today, I'm using Asian strings. So I will hit play at the top of that playlist in 3, 2, 1, and play. Then we're going to start class lying down on our backs today, so make yourself nice and comfy. Spreading yourself out nice and wide on your back. And when the body is ready to become still, see if you can encourage the eyes to close down. Enjoying these first few moments just to arrive in your space. Hi Anouk, welcome. And I'd like to remind you all to try and move your bodies mindfully throughout the class. Knowing this practice is your own, so if you need to modify anything at all, please do. We'll open our practice this morning with our 3-part breath. So let's begin all together by taking a really deep breath in through the nose. Draw that breath all the way down right to the base of the belly, feeling the belly rise up and expand. And then as you breathe out, slowly draw the belly back in towards the spine. Another deep breath into the base of the belly, feeling it rise up. Slowing down your exhale now as you slowly draw the belly back in. Inhale, belly rises up. Exhale, belly melts back down. On your next breath in, fill the belly first. Then keep breathing in, feeling your lower ribs expand up and out. As you exhale, see if you can release ribs first. Belly draws in after. Inhale, belly, ribs. Exhale, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs. Slow exhale, ribs, belly. On your next breath in, fill the belly, and then the ribs. And keep filling the lungs all the way up to the top, right up to the collarbones. And see if you can slowly pour the air from the top of the lungs first, as we breathe out, down through the rib cage. Belly draws in last. Inhale, belly. Ribs. All the way up to the very top of the chest. Slow, controlled exhale, chest. Ribs. Belly. Take one last full breath in, completely filling your lungs, then holding the breath when you reach the top. You can hold on to that breath for a few more moments if you like, but whenever you're ready now, you can release, letting everything go. Witnessing the breath drop back down into an easy, natural rhythm. And when you feel ready to move, bring the feet together, stretch the arms up long above the head. Take a full body stretch, reaching fingertips to toes. It might feel good to release through ankles and wrists. Bring both knees in tight to the chest, catching hold of the shins or wrapping the arms all the way around for a big squeeze. Maybe a little rock side to side. And then releasing the arms by the sides. Slowly start to egg beat to the legs, so drawing big circles in opposite directions with the knees as we start to warm up the hips. Moving mindfully as we feel into the sensation this movement creates in the body. If you like, you can change the direction, taking the circles the other way. And bringing both knees into the chest for one more big squeeze. And then if it's comfortable for your back today, you can cross the ankles, tuck the chin. Start to take a few rock and rolls up and down the length of the spine. We'll all come to meet in a comfortable seat, however that looks for you. Lengthening up the spine and closing down the eyes. Starting to draw small circles with the chest around the midline of the body. You can gradually make these circles as big as you like as you round through the back and arch through the front. Maybe you time this movement with the breath. Inhale as you come forwards. Exhale as you come back. Really nice. If you like, you can change the direction and take your circles the other way. Slowly starting to spiral back in towards the midline now. Circles gradually becoming smaller and smaller until they're so subtle you can hardly see the movement, and becoming still. And taking a deep breath in, lift the chin up high, open the throat. Slow exhale as you take the chin down to the chest. Lacing the fingers, place the hands on the back of the head. Each breath in fills the belly. Each breath out, upper body drops down. Deep breath in, lift up, open the elbows wide, nice. Exhale, round down, chin to chest, elbows draw all the way in towards the belly. Inhale, open up, lift the chest. Exhale, round down, curl in. One more breath in. And out. Release the hands, stretch the arms out in front of you at shoulder height, palms face away from one another. As you breathe in, sweep the arms back like breaststroke, lift and open the chest. Flipping the palms to face the front, exhale as you sweep forwards, round down, stretch through the fingertips. Inhale, sweep back, open up, shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, round down, stretch forwards. One more breath in. And out. Planting the hands on the mat in front of you, come up onto all fours. Hands near the top of the mat. Push down into the palms, engage the shoulders. And step the feet back to plank. Hold here and breathe deep into the belly. Yeah, nice shoulders, Polly. Last breath. When you're ready, soften the knees, send the hips up and back, downward dog. You can explore any movement that feels good here. Yeah, nice, Amanda. Last few breaths. And then we'll slowly start to pad the feet forward. Lots of tiny steps, as we work our way up to the top of the mat for ragdoll. Knees soft, upper body hangs heavy, maybe hands catch elbows. Each breath in fills the belly. Each breath out, upper body melts down. Releasing the arms, slowly start to roll yourself up to standing. Head arrives last as we open the palms to the front of the room and close down the eyes. Taking a moment to ground ourselves here in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Feeling the soles of our feet on the mat. Lifting both kneecaps to engage the thighs. Squeeze the glutes. Lower ribs draw in. Shoulders soft. Crown of the head stretches up towards the ceiling. Palms open wide. Awareness on the breath. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up, palms meet as we stretch tall. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, hinging from the hips. Remember to soften the knees if you need to connect the belly to the thighs and the forehead to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Nice, Henry. Exhale, fold down, curl in. Right foot steps back. Lift the back heel as high as you can. See if you can stack it on top of the toes, working into the flexibility of the toe joints. Yeah, really nice. Keep this back leg super straight and strong, squeezing thighs, squeezing glutes. Front knee stays stacked over front ankle as we prepare to rise up. Deep breath in. Crescent lunge. Checking in with the hips. Maybe a subtle scissoring of the right hip forward, left hip back. Feel, or other way, Lucy. Right forward, left back. Yeah, nice. So engaging the glutes here with the hips and then drawing lower ribs in to keep the core switched on. Space between the palms of the hands to keep the shoulders soft as we breathe in and reach up through fingertips. Exhale, slowly bend into back knee. It's just going to float above the mat. Inhale, rise up, straighten the back leg, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Plant the back foot sideways on the mat, open out through hips and arms into warrior two. You can adjust the distance between the feet now if you need. And then check in with your foundations. Back edge of the back foot is pushing down really strongly into the mat. Feel the inside arch lift up. Switch on the thighs, switch on the glutes. Check your front knee is tracking towards your little toe rather than the big toe, helping externally rotate through the front thigh. Really nice, everyone. From here, place the hands behind the back, straighten the arms, breathe in, lift and open the chest. Exhale, diving forwards into humble warrior. Left shoulder comes to the inside of the front knee. Release the neck and let the crown of the head drop down towards the floor. Stay connected to the back edge of the back foot. Legs stay super strong as we breathe into the belly here. Yeah, really nice. Let the head go. One more breath. Don't let the legs move. Keep them strong as we rise up. Reverse warrior. Left arm sweeps up and over. Breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Engage the shoulders. Step it back to plank. Amazing shoulders, everyone. Keep pushing up between the shoulder blades as we take the knees down to the ground. Finding our diagonal line, knees, hips, shoulders, head. Perfect, Val, really nice. From here, hold that line as we lower super slow with control. Elbows tight to the sides. Find somewhere to pause on your journey down and hold strong for one breath before coming all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra, chest floats forwards and up. Exhale, downward dog, take it back. And you can continue exploring movement here if that feels good. Otherwise, you can find a place of stillness. Awesome shoulders, Kate, really nice. Lucy, soften knees, send hips up and back even more. Yeah, find that length in the spine, so nice. Taking the gaze between the hands, slowly step the right foot forwards. Yeah, nice transition, Miriam. Lower the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands. Step forwards into fold. Inhale, Urdhva, stand up, reach up. Exhale, drag the hands down to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, hinging from the hips as we fold all the way down, belly to thighs, forehead to shins, connect. Inhale, halfway lift, open the chest and draw the shoulder blades back. Yeah, nice, Karina, exhale, fold it down. Left foot steps back. Keep that back heel high, stacking over the top of the toes if you can. Back leg is super straight and engaged, squeezing thighs, squeezing glutes. Front knee stays stacked over that front ankle as we rise up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Checking in with the hips. Maybe bringing the right hip back and the left hip forwards, just subtly, so they're even and the glutes are engaged. Lower ribs draw in, keep that core switched on. Shoulders soft. Nice, deep breath in. Exhale, bend into back knee, sink down. Inhale, rise up, straighten the back leg and squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Planting the back foot sideways on the back of the mat, open out through hips and arms into warrior two. Checking in with our foundations as we ground into the feet. Checking that front knee is tracking over little toe. Yeah, that's it, Miriam. Nice correction. And your legs stay strong, squeezing thighs and glutes as we lace the fingers behind the back, straighten the arms. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, dive it forward into humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of the front knee. Let the neck release, crown of the head dropping down towards the ground. Upper body is soft, but the legs are super strong. Keep pushing down into the back edge of the back foot. Amazing, guys, you've got this. One more breath. Don't let those legs move now as we release into reverse warrior. Right arm sweeps up and over, breathe in. Yes, Polly, nice. Exhale, take the hands down to the ground. Engage the shoulders, pivot onto the ball of the back foot, step back to plank. Option 1, find your diagonal line. And lower down super slow, seeing if you can find a place to take that hover again for one breath. Option 2, only if it's easy for you to come down on the knees, come down in plank. Moving super slow, holding halfway, one breath. Then choosing your back bend, inhale cobra, or flip the feet and lift the thighs for up dog. Everyone switch on the glutes. Exhale, downward dog, take it back. You have a nice little wiggle if that feels good. Really nice. Jazz, soften knees, send hips up and back. Yeah, that's it. Bend into the knees a little bit more. Feel how that can open up through the lower back. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Then taking the gaze between the hands, slowly step left foot forwards. Nice control, carrying lower the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, step forwards into fold. Inhale, Urdhva, stand up, reach up. Exhale, taking the hands back to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Check in with the back heel, the back leg, the front knee. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Hips, ribs, shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale to lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Plant the back foot sideways on the mat, open out into your warrior two. And connecting with the soles of the feet. The muscles of the legs. Flipping the front hand. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Front elbow gently rests on the front thigh. The top arm is making a diagonal line from back foot all the way up to fingertips. So really stretch the side body long. Yeah, see if you can take the bicep down so it's just above the ear. And then check in with those lower ribs, cape draw them in. Yeah, nice, that's it, feel the core switch on. Option 1 is holding here. Option 2, gently taking left fingertips or palm of the hand down to the ground, but not too much weight in the hand. Hold to strengthen the legs and core. Option 3, taking the bind. Top arm reaches up and behind the back. Bottom arm reaches under the thigh. If you can, grab the fingertips. You can always use like a strap or a sock or something if you want to try this, but the fingertips don't quite reach. Then straighten the arms, spiral through torso, opening the chest up to the sky. Deep breaths here as the legs hold strong. Yeah, really nice. Last breath. If you're in the bind, carefully release. Mindful of keeping this front knee in place as we all take reverse warrior. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, plant the hand. Step it back to plank. Get strong in the shoulders, strong in the glutes. Choose your vinyasa with or without the knees, your choice, but take it slow. Find that control. Hold that hover. Choose your back bend. Yes, Kerry, nice. And take it back to downward dog when you're ready. Have a little wiggle out. Then bring your awareness into the palms of the hands as you spread the fingers super wide and push down evenly. Trying to keep the shoulders nice and square and in place as we lift the right leg high, bend the knee and roll open the hip, three-legged dog. So the opening's coming just from the belly button down, the lower half of the body. The shoulders are staying strong and even. Yeah, nice. Amanda, watch your right shoulder. Yes, that's it, nice. Really nice and even, Marion. Last breath. Taking the gaze between the hands, sweep the right foot forwards. Lower the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands. Step forwards into fold. Inhale, Urdhva, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva, stretch tall. Exhale, Uttanasana, hinging down. Inhale, halfway, spine long. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Checking in with the back heel, thighs, glutes, front knee. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Hips, ribs, shoulders. Deep breath into the belly. Exhale to sink down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Placing the back foot sideways on the back of the mat. Open out through hips and arms. Warrior two. Back edge of the back foot. Thighs. Glutes. Front knee. Flipping the front hand. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Front elbow gently rests on front thigh. Find that diagonal line with the top arm. Awesome, so nice, everyone. Yes, nice ribs, Kate. Option one is holding here. Option two, gently taking right fingertips or palm to the ground. Holding the weight in the legs and core. Option three, taking the bind. Top arm behind the back, bottom arm under the thigh. Again, if the fingertips don't reach, you can always find a prop to help. Straighten the arms, spiral through the chest, opening towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, legs stay strong as we breathe into belly. Last breath. Carefully releasing the bind. Everyone reversing their warrior. Right arm up and over, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to plank. Choosing your vinyasa with or without the knees, come down slow. Choosing your back bend, inhale. Exhale, take it back, downward dog. And pushing evenly into both palms. Awareness in how the shoulders are even. Left leg lifts up high, bend the knee, roll open the hip, three-legged dog. Keep pushing down into palms as you stack left hip up on top of right. Really nice, last breath. Taking the gaze between the hands, sweep left foot forwards, lowering the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step forwards into fold. Inhale, Urdhva, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You might like to close down the eyes and take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Blinking open the eyes. Find a still spot somewhere in front of you in your eye line to fix your gaze. Shift the weight into your left foot. Squeeze the left thigh, the left glute. Lift the right knee up as high as you can in towards the chest. As much as you're lifting the right knee high, keep the body stacked, shoulder, hips, foot. Really nice. Each breath in, a reminder for us to try and lift this right knee just a little bit higher. Each breath out for a reminder for us to squeeze thighs and glutes. 3 more breaths. Then keeping that left heel as close as you can to your left butt cheek as you bring the knees together. Turn the palm to face out as you catch hold of the inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up. Take a moment to steady your gaze, find your balance. Option 1 is holding here. Option 2, finding your dancer, hinge forward from the hips. You can come as shallow or as deep into your dancer as you like. As you lift that back leg as high as you can, maybe you kick that foot into the palm of the hand. Using the breath. Nice, Jez, great height in that back leg. One more breath, everyone, then we're going to do our transition from dancer into crescent lunge. So pop yourself back up if you've tumbled out. Follow through at your own pace, bending through into the front knee. Reach the front arm forward for balance as you release the back foot. Stretch the back leg away long, and see if you can gently land that foot at the back of the mat. Both arms sweep up. Nice, all in crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to plank. Listen into your body, choose your transition with or without the knees. Take it nice and slow. Flowing through your back bend, shoulders soft. And we'll all meet in downward dog. Three-legged downward dog with the right leg up, or child's pose, knees how you like. Wherever you are, you're focusing your attention on your breath. If you're in child's pose, one last deep breath into the belly. And everyone meeting in downward dog. Taking the gaze between the hands, slowly step the right foot forwards. Lowering the back knee, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step forwards into fold. Inhale, Urdhva, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to steady your gaze, finding your drishti, a still spot to focus on. Shifting the weight into the right leg. Engage through the thighs and glutes as you lift the left knee as high as you can. Checking in that your body is stacked, shoulders, hips, foot. Each breath in, taking that left knee just a little bit higher. Each breath out, a reminder for us to engage through the legs. Really nice, everyone. Last breath. With control, keep the right heel to the right butt cheek as you bring the knees together. Turn the right palm to face out as you catch hold of the inside of the foot. Take a moment here to steady yourself. Right arm reaches up. Option 1 is holding here, stretching out through the thigh. Option 2, hinging forward into dancer. Taking it as low as you like. Kicking that back foot up into the hand. Breathing into belly. Amazing, everyone. Last breath. And then taking your transition to crescent lunge at your own pace. Softening into right knee. Stretch right arm out in front of you. Release the back foot, stretch it long away. As you land the foot at the back of the mat and sweep the arms up together. Nice, everyone in crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Strong shoulders, strong glutes, blow through. Everyone meeting in downward dog. Three-legged dog with the left leg, or child's pose. Knees as you like. Forehead dropping down towards the mat. Wherever you are, finding the breath. And if you're in child's pose, take one last breath. And we'll all meet in downward dog. Taking the gaze between the hands, slowly step left foot forwards. Lower the back knee, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step forwards into fold. Inhale, Urdhva, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva, stretch up. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. From here, start to lower the hips, bending into the knees. Maybe the heels lift up, maybe you can keep them on the mat. Balancing however you can in a little squat. Maybe rocking into those ankle joints. And then with as much control as we can, we'll take it down into a seat. Soles of the feet together as the knees come out wide, a butterfly. And you can choose to have the heels as close or as far away from you as you like, whether you want to have a closer shape or a bigger diamond. And then catch hold of the ankles, or maybe lace the fingers around the outside of the feet. Something to catch onto so you can use the strength in the arms to help lift up and lengthen the spine. Really nice. Think broad across the collarbones, drawing the chin in to keep the back of the neck long. Then using the breath, we'll slowly start to hinge it down. So each breath lengthens the spine. Each breath out takes us a little bit further forwards. So just coming breath by breath, and maybe you stop and hold at quite a straight position. Maybe you keep breathing yourself all the way down till the nose reaches the floor. It can be nice to close down the eyes here so you can really observe the sensations of the body. And the movement starting off maybe quite big, quite obvious. But as you get closer to your edge, the sensations get stronger. Movements become more and more subtle. And if the elbows reach thighs or calves, you can press them down. Last breath. And coming out slow. And hands come under the thighs as we lift the knees up into the chest. And you might like to catch hold of the shins or wrap the arms around as you squeeze the legs in tight. Make yourself as small as you can. And maybe you tuck the chin and drop the forehead towards the knees. And releasing the arms, set the feet hip width apart, toes facing forwards. Reach out the palms, arms, palms up. Slowly bring yourself back. Taking the spine down to the ground, one vertebrae at a time. Really nice. When you're reach the ground, check you can tickle your heels with your fingertips, preparing for bridge. Push into the heels, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips as high as you can. When you reach the top, hold strong and breathe into belly. And keep pushing down into the heels. Keep squeezing the glutes. Last breath. Slowly releasing down. Step the feet out wide and allow the knees to drop in towards one another. Constructive rest. And option 1 is holding here just as you are. Option 2, when you're ready, reset the feet and take another round of bridge. Option 3, if you'd like to take a wheel, flip the palms to the mat either side of the head. Fingertips are just underneath the tops of the shoulders. Check your elbows and knees are pointing straight up. Deep breath into the belly. As you breathe out, push into hands and feet as you lift. Neck soft as the crown of the head drops down towards the ground. Keep pushing into hands and feet as you squeeze the knees and elbows towards one another. Really nice, everyone. Last couple of breaths if you'd like a little longer. But whenever you're ready, you can carefully release back down. And bring both knees into the chest for another big squeeze. And you can either hold here like this, or you can take the legs up into the air to hang out in a gentle inversion. Or final option, Halasana, plow pose, taking the hands underneath the hips as you lift the hips up high. You can either stretch the legs out long in space, bend the knees and rest them on the forehead, or maybe the toes reach the ground behind you. Whichever option you have chosen, knees in, legs up, or plow. And see if you can find a place where you can be still and let the breath find you. And if you're in plow pose, last breath. And before you slowly start to release down, enjoy that feeling of the spine as it uncurls. And eventually, there's no rush, we'll all meet in a nice big full body stretch. Reaching fingertips to toes. Maybe lengthening first through the right hand side of the body and the left hand side of the body. And then both sides of the body together. Take the arms out wide into a T or bent elbows, cactus arms. As you slide the hips over to the left, draw the left knee in tight to the chest. Slowly guide that leg over to the right. Whole body soft. Whole body heavy. Last breath. Ease yourself back to center and slide the hips. When you're ready, all the way over to the right. Right knee in tight to the chest as we guide that leg over to the left. And deep breaths into the belly. Last breath. Easing back to center. And final few moments to take any final movements that your body might need. And then whenever you're ready, you can decide whether you'd like to end your practice on your back for Shavasana or seated for meditation. Your choice, but make sure you're comfy, cozy, plenty of time to grab a blanket or pop on some layers. And as the body becomes still, encourage the eyes to close down. And as you lie here, focus on the breath. But know that you'll get distracted by your thoughts time and time again. And this is exactly what we want. Every time we get distracted, it gives us a golden opportunity to notice that we have become lost in thought and bring our mind back to the breath. It is this repetition of noticing that we have become distracted time and time again that starts to develop our awareness of our own minds. I like the analogy of lifting weights. This activity gives you strong muscles. You can take these muscles with you wherever you go. Similarly, when you notice you've become lost in thought and bring your mind back to the breath, you're training yourself to not be dragged around by your thoughts willy-nilly, building up a resilience so you're less controlled by unhelpful mental activity in day-to-day life. So every time you notice you have become lost in thought, use the breath to bring yourself back. And as you start to come back into the space around you, you might like to bring some small movements into your fingers and toes. You might like to deepen the breath or take a big stretch. And in your own time, keeping your eyes closed, and we'll all meet in a comfortable seat. And palms come together at heart center. And as we bow our heads, let's take these last few moments to acknowledge something that we're grateful for today. Namaste. Thanks everyone. Lovely to start my Saturday with all of you as always. If any of you have any questions, feel free to stay on the line. Otherwise, have a nice day. I'll see you next week. Ciao. Bye bye.
Thanks, Anna.
Bye guys.
Nice weekend.
Ciao. Ciao. You're welcome. Bye. See you later, Kareem. Bye. Bye, Kate. Hello. How are you guys doing?
Good, thanks.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. Hot, warm.
Yeah, we got very hot in the middle there. You got some sunlight as well coming through your windows halfway through.
I know. I have to have the blind closed if it's sunny, but if it's cloud cover, it's fine. But it like just came out, didn't it, right in the middle? I was like, oh, I can't see anything. Congratulations on finishing your master's, Val. How does it feel to be finally completed?